So today I'm back in a community that I haven't covered for last 2 years. This was the community that I actually started my channel with, and today's model is just an absolute delight. Let's have a look. Let's go. Hello and welcome to another episode of Orlando Home Show, where strategy matters, passion rules. And guys, today I have a surprise for you. The video that I'm doing for a home is very different than what I have done in the past. It is located in one of the best Airbnb communities in Central Florida. And if you are looking to basically start a portfolio of Airbnb, because that's huge in Central Florida, it's like, hey, we're in Disney, why not? We have Universal, Disney, you know, the Legoland is just down the road. So my client actually bought the house right behind me, and I wanted to show you, because I haven't done this model because the builder didn't have that exact model, but I wanted to do this to show you what my client was able to do once they bought this house. So as this house is, it's 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathroom, 28 square foot with 2-car garage. And the first thing you're going to notice is that you have this nice pad which can have about 2 cars, and then you have the 2-car garage. It's a brand new house. They just closed on it a couple of months ago, and they just recently done with the whole makeover of this to turn it into a cash cow for Airbnb. So as I walk, you have this nice walkway. One thing that I do like about this is the community itself. It has a lot of amenities, and I'm going to tell you a lot more. The end price is the price. It's inclusive of everything, and I'm going to tell you, and stay till the very end, because I'm going to have the guy who manages this Airbnb for my client. He's a referral partner of mine. He manages a lot of homes for a few of my clients that have bought Airbnb using us, and they do a fantastic job. So one thing that I do want to point out, that in the HOA fees over here, you actually get the daily trash pickup, which is kind of huge, especially when you're doing an Airbnb. So let's go inside and check this beautiful house out. Hello, and welcome to another beautiful home. Now, this is not a model home, guys. This is a house actually my client bought. I helped him buy this house. They bought it all in. Of course, minus the furnishing and everything, because they kind of hired the Airbnb company to manage and basically turn this whole place into a cash cow Airbnb. So as it stands, it's about 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathroom. There are about 3 suites with its own bathroom, and then you have other 2 bathrooms and also half a bathroom. The HOA for this community is about $180. It's in a guard-gated community, so it's 24-hour guard-gated. It also have a lot of amenities. You have a beautiful pool, a gym, a clubhouse, and also the lazy river. It's in one of the best Airbnb communities. My client bought it for about $615. By the time they closed on it, it was valued, or it appraised at about $700,000. And then they also put in a lot of money to kind of furnish the whole house, and I'm going to show you. And they went with the Disney theme. You're about 30 minutes down the road to the Disney, and a lot of people come into this community. And one thing that I like about this community, and I mentioned that because I've done a model 2 years ago when I first started doing, is that, you know, this is a community that allows you to Airbnb, but it also allows you to do it a long-term rental if that's what you want, or if you want to live here full-time, because most of the Airbnb communities do not allow that, and that is one of the reasons I prefer this community. Now, it's kind of closed out. However, there are some resales available, and I do want to mention, guys, that the market is definitely shifting and changing, and market is what the market is. Rates are what the rates are. What you really need to focus on your situation. If you are already paying $3,000-4,000 in rent, you might as well find something to get started. So in that way, you're building your nest egg. You're not paying your landlord's mortgage, because one way or the other, you're still going to be paying the mortgage. So market will go up, market will go down. What really matters is your situation and your family situation. So as I walk in, you have the 9/4 ceiling with the 6/8 door. Now, everything in this house that I'm going to show is not an upgrade. It's the standard tiles, the standard granite that you get, the cabinets and everything. The price that I quoted you, $615, was inclusive. I do believe that there are some properties in the community, few years old, that you can probably buy for 650, 700, fully furnished. This was a brand new house that my client bought. So as I walk in, you have this nice walkway with the 18 by 18 tile. You also have this closet space underneath the staircase. Well, it kind of goes all the way in, and it gives you a lot of room to kind of put things in there, or like a storage area rather. And I had the Airbnb company come in, and they looked at what the client wanted to do, and they decorated this whole house with different themes. So as I walk over here is your laundry, which I'll take you. But the biggest transformation is behind these closed doors. They turned that into a beautiful theater. And I'm going to have Ricardo come over later on, and he's going to tell us a lot more about how he decorated, what was the client's need, what did it cost you, and what kind of revenue does it bring in. And right over here, you have the half a bathroom, pretty good size, comfortable. The granite was included, the undermount sink was included, the color of the cabinet and the handle, it's all inclusive of the price. And then as I go over here, you have this owner's closet. Now, when you run this as an Airbnb, you are going to have like an owner's closet, and look at this space. So this is something that is used by the Airbnb company as the storage. So they have the extra napkins, the soap, and everything that they would need to turn it around. So it's a key turn investment. So when people come in and people leave, they have most of the stuff stored over here, and that's what the management company does. And then as I walk over here, the washer, dryer was included, the refrigerator was included. Most of the time you won't have those, but with the Airbnb communities, and when my client bought it, it was included. The other thing that I want to point out is that it is a tankless water heater, so you don't have that big tank. And the good thing about that is because you are not taking that space in the garage where you have this big cylindrical water heater that's taking space, and then you have a little pole as most builders do. It's not there. So in that way, it gives that whole room that you can the whole garage you can kind of completely transfer. Now look at this, guys. So this is the cabinet. It's 42-inch cabinets with the crown molding, the color of that. One thing I do want to point out is that this does not vent outside. Now I did mention in some, like the newer construction will have something where it's going to vent outside. More and more builders are kind of doing that, and it vents outside, but you then lose this space right over here. You will lose this cabinet space because it will have a little vent that goes outside. Now all the appliances were included. Now this is a gas gated community, which is huge. A lot of people have preferred, and most of the communities in Central Florida are actually electric. You have this nice granite, and you have the cabinets right there. This is the actual size of your island with the 60/40 sink, and then you also have this nice pantry space right over here. So the team that is managing this, they kind of furnish this house in such a way so you have all your crockery or utensils, everything is there, because look at this, they have all of this. And when Ricardo comes over, I'm going to have him talk about what the client wanted to do, what the numbers look like, because if you have given any thought about starting your own portfolio for Airbnb, then this is a great resource. This is a great video that I'm doing today, which is very different from what I have done in the past, just to show you what you could do, the return on investment and everything else. So as I walk over here, you have this coffee station or the bread station. So there's a lot of room, a lot of space. And then you have this nice semi-private dining area right here, kind of tucked in. And my client actually didn't went crazy on the thing, because you can really spend over $200,000 in decorating a place, but they wanted to keep it not the cheapest, but not the most expensive, just good enough so that it can bring in more clients. And as I go over here, look at this space, guys. Like, look at this. So it's just things like this with the nice TV, just the whole place. So when you have the guests come in, they get a really nice feel, and you have a pool and the jacuzzi area, which I'll take you from the other room. So there is a bedroom downstairs. And as I go here, look at this, guys. Isn't this beautiful? So they actually themed the rooms. It's 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. So they theme most of the rooms with the game room. Everything is different. Like, look at the decoration. This is the Harry Potter room. And what they did is they kind of gave that feel, because I know when you come here, or when the guests come for Airbnb, what they are looking for is they're looking for that experience. And then right across from it, you also have a full walk-in closet, which is right here. It kind of extends out there. Now, if you are living here as a full-time, then this could be considered as the owner's suite. But remember, guys, this is a typical Airbnb community, and the whole purpose is to get as many people as you could. And the biggest bang for your buck in a community like this is more on the revenue that it generates monthly, which is over and above what you would end up paying in a mortgage expense. And the return on your investment is good because you just have a good asset that's making you money. So you have a full bathroom over here. Now it's a tub and a walk-in over here. So this is the standard feature with the builders. So they have the plexiglass. This is just standard. And then over here is your tub, which is also a standard feature with the granite. But what I like is that you have this door that kind of takes you to your water closet room. I was just about to say toilet, and I remember my clients buzzing in my ear and saying, water closet, D, water closet. So you have this nice water closet. You have this door. This is also considered as a pool door because you connect that to the pool. And look at this, guys. So you have this place right over here. This kind of all opens up. And what they have also done when they were decorating it, because we have little kids, so they kind of get this barrier right there. So you have a door, so if there is a little kid, besides the alarm that you have, which is required by the code, this is an extra level of protection, so the kids just can't go straight into the pool. So you have this nice jacuzzi. The lot is about 50 by 120. The HOA is about $180. And your lot kind of goes all the way till where your trees are. So you have a little more room, but this is an Airbnb. And what they also did is they had this area, instead of doing a summer kitchen, they have this barbecue area because some guests would prefer that. So they have this barbecue area right over here that they can use when they come down, and they can use that. So let's go inside and check the rest of the bedrooms upstairs. Now guys, if you are looking to buy anywhere in Central Florida and now Tampa area, this is a great resource. So make sure you press that thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel, because we bring you 8+ models every single month, which is more than anybody. And also, if you are looking to buy a house anywhere in Central Florida and Tampa and you're not sure about the areas, make sure to check out Orlando Living with D, and that's where I kind of go deeper into, hey, how is Davenport compared to Kissimmee? How is Kissimmee compared to Orlando? I talk about the community, I talk about hospitals, schools, everything that there is to know, so you can make a well-educated decision what works for you, especially when you're not in the area. So let's go upstairs. We're going to pass this beautiful kitchen area. The other thing that I want to point out is, because they're using this as an Airbnb, they had this door right there, and that you can actually do this. And if you have kids, you can completely block them from going upstairs without your permission. And they also have another one up there. So let's go in. As I go up, the other thing I want to point out is the decoration that you see over here. When you get the house from the builder, you're going to just get the plain house. You're not going to have any of this decoration, and that's why I wanted Ricardo to come over and explain. So you have this really nice little things that kind of pops out that experience, especially when you're running this as an Airbnb. You have this nice 2 big windows, and then you have this really nice poster, I would say, or a little cutout, and then you have another window. So let's go upstairs and check the game room and rest of the bedrooms. So as I go up, you have this decoration all the way, so the theme is there, and then you have the other door that I was actually talking about. You just have to loosen this up, and then you have a door. So this is more for extra protection, so that it's really nice. But look at this, guys. This brings me, as I was growing up, I played Mario, I played Pac-Man, and I got into trouble when I was playing one of these games. I don't know if you remember Kung Fu and Contra, I don't know, Contra, I think was the name, or Commando, and then it became Contra. And oh my God, I used to play this for hours, and I was very good at it. And I got busted one day, but that's a different story. But look at all the decoration they have done. You have this games over here. You have that game there, and it's a really nice loft area that they completely decorated. You have a TV, you have the Mario theme, and then all the rooms that they have here are also decorated differently. And when Ricardo comes on the show, I'm going to ask him specific questions. And if you have any specific questions about this model, hey, I'm going to try to have him kind of walk us around a little bit and show us and tell us the idea behind, talk to us about numbers. But if you have any specific questions about the house and how they decorated, please, please, please make sure that you comment below and I'll be happy to get an answer for you. So as I go over here, you have a bedroom right there, and look at the theme of this bedroom. Wow, it's Star Wars. And I know with my sons, they're going to love something like this. Like, they're not into Star Wars yet, but they're definitely into the room right across, which is also decorated in a completely different theme. And I think they would really love it. But I love the way they have those neon lights, the little crown molding right over here. And then what I also like is that you have these doors which are pretty comfortable. You don't have those sliding doors or the one that are kind of cut out in the middle. It's really nice. It's a good size closet. And then right across from it, I'm going to pass the linen closet, and they're all kind of labeled really well. So you have your towels and mats and everything that you need. But look at this. My son would just love this. Like, if I show him, hey, we're gonna go, like if we were not living in Disney and we were going, let's say, coming to Disney, and I showed this is the kind of house we are getting, oh my God, they are going to go absolutely nuts, especially my little one, because every day there is a line house in my house, and dino, and oh my God, that's all my boys do. It's a dino, it's a line. I mean, like, they're doing their own thing, but look at the decoration. It's beautiful. And it's nothing but a really nice wallpaper kind of put in with a nice border right over here. It kind of pops the whole room out, but look at the decoration right there. Stuffed toys, like, it gives you that theme. And when you have an Airbnb, you want to be able to give that experience. It's not about come in and let people come in here for experience, and the way they are decorated, that gives them the experience, and that's what brings in a lot of revenue. And I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that later on with him. But you have the standard closet right over there, pretty much the similar size, and then you share a bathroom over here, which is, again, you have the double undermount sink, granite. Everything is standard feature that you see. Obviously, the decoration is something that it goes, but the theme kinds of follows. So you have this really nice Mario theme, and then you have the plexiglass, shower tub combination, no tiles as such. Now, when they are building an Airbnb, it's going to be very different on how they build if they're building a house to live in. So just keep those things in mind. Now, behind this door, actually, it's just a space. It's an air handler, so there's nothing much but other than a little bit of space right there. And then as I go over here, this is one of the suites that you have, and they kept it very simple, just Mickey and Minnie. It's basically for adults, like it's for the parents to use this as their room. It's just a very simple decoration for you and me, I guess. So really nice decoration, the way they have done this whole room. They have not overdone it, but the color theme, everything. And then you have this nice walk-in closet. Now, they have decorated this whole house from the point of view that if they have a child, they need a crib, they have the bathing station for the little one. So it's all kind of decorated in a way that you have everything. But the best part that they did with this house is downstairs in the garage, and I'm going to show you that in just a moment. So as I go over here, you have the double sinks right there with the undermount. It's a walk-in shower, and then you also have a door that leads to your water closet right over there. So nothing extraordinary, but just simple decoration. You have some posters for Disney over here, and then right around you have another room that is decorated. Now, guys, when you give us a call, just keep in mind that you'll be talking to somebody from my team, and their job is to collect the information and connect you to the right person on my team. And if you're looking to buy now, later, in the next 2 years, next 5 years, or whatever your time frame is, we would love to connect with you. Give us a call, because we want to be able to guide you, give you the information, so that when you are ready, we would love to be the realtor resource of your choice. So that we can assist you. And we also do something very different, which is a Zoom call. Especially if you're not from the area, we're going to get on the Zoom, we'll record the call so that we can understand what your need is. So when you come down to look at properties, we are showing you the specific home that fits your needs, fits your budget, whether that be an investment home, whether that be a second home, whether that be a primary home. We're going to assist you well with that. And then as I go over here, you have another owner closet. Obviously, as an owner, you're going to get two different closets, that you can actually store your personal belongings. So the downstairs owner closet was used by the Airbnb company to store their excessive products that they needed. So when the guests move out, they need a soap and everything, it's kind of stored there. And then you also have an owner closet. So when you use this house for your personal, you can leave some of your personal stuff here that is not accessible to the guest. And then this is a frozen room theme, and I love the snowflakes that you see over here. You know, again, you have this nice neon light. It's done really well, and most of it is just a simple poster at the back with the nice crown molding. Everything is decorated to give you that experience, to give you and your loved one that experience that, oh my God, I'm in Disney. And it's not Disney when you get to Disney. It's Disney before you even starts. Like, you move in, you have a Star Wars, you have a Harry Potter, you have a dino and a Frozen. Like, the kids go bazooka, and I've seen some adults go bazooka, including myself. So this is a really nice experience. You have the standard closet space right there, and then this one has its own bathroom. And most of the bathrooms are kind of a walk-in framed shower with the plexiglass that you see. There is a tub shower combination downstairs that I showed you, and also in the other bathroom. But you have the undermount sink with the granite. So let's go downstairs and check the biggest makeover of this place, which is the garage. They turned the garage into a completely different, like, it's just beautiful, because I looked at the pictures when Ricardo was done with this. He sent it to me, and oh my God, I can't tell you, it's amazing. So let's go down and have a look at that. Are you guys ready for this? I mean, like, the transformation that they have done with the garage behind this door is absolutely amazing. I haven't seen a lot of Airbnbs with something like this. You know, I've seen some of it as a game room or something, but wait till you check this out. Wow. You have this whole room turned into a private theater. Talk about the experience that the guest is going to have. You have your projection screen up there. Actually, you have the projection monitor up there. You have the screen up there. It's all kind of, you know, Dolby sound. You have the split AC. You have this wall because there's insulation. So it's kind of all, you know, it's soundproof, and you have your own private theater. This is what I'm talking about, guys. When you have an Airbnb, you want to be able to spend enough money to bring that experience so that you can command more money. So this is absolutely amazing. I'm super excited, and when I got the pictures from him, I was like, wow, you guys did that? I'm like, look at this. Put that in the comment below, and let's go inside and meet the man himself who decorated this and who manages this property. As I come out, I'm going to meet the man himself, and here he is. Ricardo, my man, how are you? Good to see you, buddy. Well, this is Ricardo from Dream Vacation, and he's one of the top referral partners that I refer all my clients to that are looking to do Airbnb, and I can't tell you, my clients are just absolutely in love with him. He does a fantastic job. So when we got the house, we just had the plain house with nothing, right? Correct. And this guy comes in, and look at the transformation. So I'm going to ask him some questions on your behalf, but if you have some question that I missed out, put that in the comment below, and we'll be able to get you in touch with him, because they manage. How many homes do you guys manage now?
Right now we have 82.
Wow, 82 homes, and yes, you manage on the topmost, because I know you're managing one in Champions Gate for my client, you're managing another one in Windsor, so I know you're all over the place, right?
Yes, indeed. We have on Reunion, Solaris, Solana, Solterra, which is our biggest.
Yes, it is indeed. So tell me a little bit about this. I know when I introduced my client to you, they had specific goal, they had a specific budget. So maybe you can give us a little rundown of what the average occupancy rate, or what the average occupancy on a yearly basis is, what the average rate is, and then just walk through the house, because I see that you have different themes, the cost and everything. So I'm going to leave it in your good hands, and I'll interject if I need some questions answered that you haven't. So please, the man of the hour, Ricardo.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
So talking about average, occupancy rate, it really depends on the decoration, basically. We have 60,000 homes in the area that does this type of work. So your house needs to stand out. If it doesn't, your average occupancy rate will be very low. For example, right now, Airbnb says that the market, it's around 30% occupancy, while we have over 90% at the moment. And the reason is because we do the teams. That's what attracts the people. People wants to have the experience, the extension from the Disney parks, for example. So they feel they are on vacation, something different. So when we do the decoration, it really depends on the budget. You know, we have a big decoration packages, we have a medium, and we have a low budgets as well. So we try to work around and make the house unique for the clients.
And that makes a lot of sense, because I was actually talking about in my videos that this is an extension to Disney, because I have 2 small kids, and the dino room, oh my God, my kids would be fighting over it. So I would need 2 dino rooms. So tell us a little bit about it. Like, what did you do here? And then how did you came up with the theme? So maybe you and I can walk a little bit.
Absolutely.
And you can give us an idea. And by the end of this conversation, just give some idea to our viewers of what it would cost them, because we already discussed the cost of the property is about $615 is what my client bought it at, and now you know, the builder was selling a brand new unit the last I checked for about $710 or so, and this property actually appraised at around $700. So maybe you can tell a little bit how much they spend, what was your goal, and maybe we can walk and talk and go from there.
Absolutely. So when we do the decoration for the house, it's really important for us to pick materials and do the right way to keep the house for many, many years. So for example, if you just hire a decoration company, they will give you a quote, for example, a sofa. And when you arrive, the sofa, it's a cloth sofa, which is really wrong when you have a pool next to it, because kids will jump into it and they will come and sit on your cloth sofa. This way, you know, we always recommend to do leather sofa that will keep it for many, many years. And when we're decorating the property, we want to make sure that we painted the entire house with a very good quality paint, which is washable, so you don't have to keep it painting every year. And so every single wall will be painted. And plus, for example, since we're managing and we're decorating, we prepare walls. For example, here it's a passage where people will carry a luggage and hit your corners. So not only we decorate it, but while we're doing, we protect your investment as well.
That makes a lot of sense. So let's go into this room and let's talk about the theme of this room. I mean, like, what is the average cost? Because this is just amazing. Like, with the poster and with the props that you have, it just gives you that feeling.
Yeah, so this is Harry Potter, one of the biggest sales theme here. A lot of people look for it, and I strongly recommend to have on your property. You know, I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, I love this house, but it's booked. So every house that is under our umbrella, for example, that has Harry Potter, it's a potential network for clients. So one send it to another. Here we try to give a different experience with some props like, you know, the Harry Potter broom, the magic stick, the owl. And we try to keep, you know, even the furniture linked to the character. So it's more like a wood, you know, vintage-like.
I see that. Yeah, yes, I see. So you have the theme going on, not only with the bed and the bed cover and everything. It's just the whole experience that people are looking. Let's go upstairs and check out the upstairs, because I see that you have the Mario and then you have the different color stuff. So that is fantastic. And by the way, thank you so much for agreeing to come on the video, because I've done a lot of this Airbnb, especially the builder model, which are very bland and simple. So let's go upstairs and I want to hear about the theme that you had in mind and more about it. So let's go upstairs. So as we come up, you know, I see that you have this over here, you have a different color. So tell us a little bit more about that. What was the thinking? How do you wanted to do that? So tell us a little bit, because I am floored. Like, growing up, I played Mario, I played those games. I actually got into trouble because of this console, but that's a different story. So go ahead, tell us about this.
When we're doing the house, we also want to make sure that the kids are safe. So here it's a game room, while the parents can be, let's say, downstairs, and they can leave, you know, small kids here, and they can just put the gate up so they don't, you know, keep rolling out of the stairs. And we want to make sure we want to make sure that we keep our guests entertained in the house as well. So, for example, even if you don't get on a resort, if you have a game room, a pool, you know, a spa, a theater,
yeah, we're gonna go in there.
So your house will be a success as well. So giving it entertain for people that, you know, don't want to go every single day to the parks in the house, it's a major thing, you know, for them to keep it happy and book in your house. So here we did a few arcades, a foosball, We have the LED, which is turning off. But we also put like a futon here.
Okay.
So if
so
we
this
have
will come out. Oh, okay. So they can seat more people. So that's nice. Just
more people can sleep
maximizing
on
the
it.
opportunity other than the bedrooms, maximizing the opportunity to get the futon out and people can sleep in it. So let's talk about the other rooms that you have over here. I see that you have the Star Wars, and my favorite is definitely the Dino World. Like my kids will go crazy. Oh, this is right. So where do you source all this? Like, I'm sure you already have your resources and stuff. I'm like, how do you theme? Like what's the process? So if I refer you a client, what's the process? Can you go over that a little bit?
Yes. So first, we ask if they have any preferences in teams, for example. I'll give them, like suggestions. For example, Star Wars is the biggest sell right now. So I recommend every single person to have a Star Wars room. And of course, we change the themes, we change the wallpaper and how we do it. So it will not look like every single room the same. Plus we can do customized bed. If you see there's a printout on the headboard.
Yes.
So we try to make it different for every home. So every single home, for example, can have a Star Wars, but it will look unique. It will look
different. So it's just a different theme of the Star Wars from itself. But this is my favorite. I love the 3D right there. My son is just going to be doing this. He's 6 years old, and the 3-year-old is even worse than the 6-year-old. I'm like, they go nuts with stuff like that. So this is just beautiful. Like, tell me, where do you get all that stuff? Like, it's all wallpaper. I'm like, tell me a little bit about this.
Yeah, so we can find the images and we have to purchase, of course, and that's inside our package. And we try to do like different things that you will not find it, anywhere. So like actually dinosaur head popping out of the wall. So it's just the wow factor is really important for your properties to have it. And every single room, I recommend as well to have a TV. Smart TVs, that way you don't even have to hire a cable company and save you some money because everything it's a smart and it's streaming.
And I love that you have the roar there, but look at this, like this is cool, this is pretty neat. So I love that, like just the way you have that. It's from the movie thing. I think it's a scene from a movie or something, right?
Jurassic Park.
And then you also have, I see that you have, your decorations are pretty plain in the bathroom, but I see this room, which seems like for the main guests themselves, it's pretty simple. It's not overly Disney as I've seen at some places. It's just very simple decoration.
Yes, because typically on the master, most likely the parents will be utilizing this room, so you don't want something very childish. You want to, still have that feeling of the theme, but more adult-like.
Okay.
So we try to make it more elegant.
So very, very simple but elegant. And then I don't have a daughter, but I wish I did, because I love this room too, and I love the snowflakes that you have. So the Mario theme continues, and then you have this beautiful snowflake, right over there, and the frozen room. I'm like, this is fantastic. My boys are not into that yet, but if I had a girl, I'm sure she would be all over it.
Yeah, I always recommend the frozen because it's a little more neutral than just princess.
Okay.
So, for example, families that doesn't have girls, my son, my 4-year-old, would sleep here. He would not complain at all. But if you have like a more princess-like with a pink, you might not maximize the guesses that you have.
So it's more neutral. So let's go down and talk about the biggest transformation that I have actually seen with the garage. I hope you guys are getting a lot of value from this video, and if you are thinking about doing an Airbnb, give us a call, connect with us, because I'm going to put you in touch with the guy himself. He does a fantastic job, and I've seen a couple of properties. I've actually gone through with quite a few vendors before I decided to have a working relationship with them because of the experience and because of the work that they have done. So let's go down and check the garage out.
Let's do it.
So as I walk down, we're gonna go into this. I'm super excited. I'm sure you guys can make that out because I just absolutely love the feel of it. It's not hot here. You have the split AC. Tell us more about this because this seems expensive, and probably it is.
It's not that expensive for the amount of work that we put in, and this will attract your, more guests, and of course, you're going to make your return of investment much better. Originally, the owner here did not want to do the garage, which, like if you have a garage up to 6 bedroom, I recommend to do either a really nice gaming room or a home theater like you see here, because that will be the really wow factor for your property and differentiate you from the other,
yes,
from
the because I know you sent me the pictures when this was done, and I was absolutely floored. I mean, like I see the red carpet. I also see that you not only have that split, but I think you also said that you drywall this, and then behind it you put some insulation, so that it's soundproof, so they can really, like when the kids go to bed, you guys can watch a really good movie on a full blast if that's what you want to do. Watch Top Gun. I mean, like that's the favorite movie right now. Watch the Maverick and put it on the whole thing, and the kids are swinging, and they won't hear a thing. So let's talk about the cost. Like, I'm sure the cost associated with the theater is different than the cost associated with outside. So can you talk to us a little bit about the numbers? Now, I do know, and I want to give you a disclaimer, the numbers that he gives me are numbers today. Just because of inflation and stuff, that might be different. So don't hold us to the numbers, but give us some idea.
So there's many ways that we can do a home theater. For example, this one, every single chair is recliners. And we did insulation, that wall. We built that wall. We put a LED. We put the split. So it varies, the type of home theater that you want, of course. And of course, it could be even more better than this if we got the budget.
Yes.
But I think this is like the perfect line for return of investment. So the owner here, he spent $21,000. To do this completely.
21,000.
Yes.
Okay, and that does not include anything else. It's just 21.
Just for the theater.
So all the 10 chairs, the carpet, the AC, the projection screen,
everything that you see here.
Okay. How long did it took to do it?
For this is a 3 weeks project.
3 weeks project.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's nice.
But if we're doing the theater and the house, we can do in 30 days every day. So we have a crew working here and another crew working outside.
Because I know my client first decided to do that, and I know he called on me and I said, you are the expert, you know this better than I do. So I wanted your thing. So obviously, what is the expense outside with everything that we see, the game room, the all the props, and that also includes the silverware, the crockery, the utensils, everything else, right?
Correct. So we do a fully, decoration of the house, all the appliances, all the TVs, all the towels, sheets, and we do enough. For example, we put 3 sheets for each bed because you need a rotation.
Yes.
And I see some, management companies out there, decorators, that just put it one. But what happened when people come and you have to wash that? You need another one to replace it. So it's 3 for each bed.
Okay.
For example, outside, he spent $55,000 to do the entire house.
Okay.
And then $21,000 to do this one. This one, I believe he will make it up the money in the first year, and after that, it's just
it's just the asset.
Benefits.
It's just the asset. So let's talk about the average rate per night. What are we looking at? I know that will fluctuate at the peak of the time. Like we are getting into a busy season, so the rates would be very different. But give us an average. Hey, this is what you can get maybe towards the holiday season, the Thanksgiving, the Christmas, the whole 9 yard. And then in the slow season, this is the average rate for this kind of a house. Can you give us some idea?
Yes, so this house for Christmas, so it's December 22nd all the way to January 2nd. So it's the sweet weeks that you're gonna have on a year. So try to avoid to come into your property and stay on those 2 weeks, because that's where you're gonna make the most money. So this house, we will market it for around $800 a night.
Oh wow, you will get $800 a night?
Yes.
Wow.
So we do have townhouses that we already rented for $700.
Oh,
so
wow.
this one, it's a
and they don't
family,
have a theater.
And they don't have a theater.
Oh, look at that. I hope you're listening, guys.
So, every single experience that you have, that's why I told the owners that, invest on this, because this will bring about $20,000 to $25,000 extra on the year return.
Okay.
So first year is just to pay for the cost, and after that you're going to have an additional $20,000 to $25,000 return of investment.
Wow! And then what is the rate like? So $800 at the peak of the market. What is the rate towards when it's not the peak of the market?
It's around 250 in September, which is hurricane season, back to school, and this year we had even, many other topics that kind of inflict on the occupational rate. So it really depends. Like we will market it around 250 to 300, but if we go towards and it's not renting, we do have to adjust a little bit.
So what kind of income can somebody actually expect to get on a monthly basis? Just overall, like how much revenue will this bring in a year? Let's not talk about any of the costs. Just say, how much is it going to bring on a yearly? Like, are we looking at 100,000? Are we looking at 80,000? What are those numbers?
For this house, I'm expecting a payout to the homeowner around 100,000.
100,000.
Yes.
And that is after your cut. That is after.
After, for example, platform fees like Airbnb, Verbal, they do charge, to list the house there. And after my fees as well.
Okay.
And then all the cleaning fees is already deducted, which is the guest that pays, is not the owner.
Okay.
So 100,000 is what we pay to the owner. After that, he has to pay, any utilities that he might have it.
Okay.
And then mortgage if he have any.
If he has a mortgage. So they have to pay for the mortgage, they have to pay for the utilities, and they have to pay for the HOA.
Correct.
So how much does the utilities run about? Are we talking 250 a month, 300, 400? What are the numbers?
For a house like this, I'm estimated somewhere around $800 a month.
Okay, if it's occupied that high though.
Correct, which we are always.
Because you were saying that you're about 90% occupied.
Correct.
So let me just do the quick math. So you're thinking 100,000 payout to them. They pay the mortgage, they pay the expenses. Let's just say half of it. Then it's $50,000 in their pocket after everything is well said and done.
Correct.
Right? Wow.
So between utilities and the HOA, he's looking about $15,000 expense on a year.
So that's 15 out, that's 85 left. So that's 35, let's just say for your mortgage, let's say it's 5,000 a month or no, not 5, that would be 60. Probably the mortgage expense, depending upon what kind of mortgage they get, how much they're putting down.
Correct.
But overall, I think on the lower side, 20,000, on the higher side, about 30 to 40,000 in their pocket after everything is said and done.
Correct.
Wow. Well, guys, I hope you get a lot of value from this video. And this was something that I did very different because I had a client who was looking for Airbnb and they were starting on their portfolio. They were from Canada and they came over. I showed them a lot of communities. I actually had them meet and you were very kind. And they were not even our client yet. And he was kind to give them the time, show the back end. So if you have given a thought of buying Airbnb and you don't know which way to start, you need numbers to make things work, then please connect with us because we'll put you in touch with the right people so you can make a decision if this is something you want to do, because Airbnb is hot and Disney has been just booming and Universal and everything. I sure hope you get a lot of values. Press that thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. Until the next video, thank you for watching and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Dee.
Bye for now.